Hi everyone, and welcome back to my Burke, Virginia to New York City bicycle trip. This is day 5 of the trip, and we'll go ahead and get started while I get waking up in my hammock. After having one of the longest nights of my life, I get woken up in my hammock in the morning, I think by the priest, but it was some African American guy with long dreads. And the priest or teacher is like, "Hey," and I wake up and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can't be back here. What are you doing?" I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't want to be here. I was like, I had the longest night, and I explained to him my whole entire journey, and he's like, whoa. He's like, listen, I got kids that are learning upstairs, so I can't have you be here, so you got to pack up your hammock. And I was like, can I please charge my phone inside the church and use the restroom? He's like, I'll let you do that, and then just head on out. The way I had my hammock set up was really interesting. I wish I could have taken a picture of the whole entire thing, but as you can see, it's tied up to a bolt up here. And on the other side, I attached the hammock to the fence. After charging my phone and using the bathroom, I thank the guy with the dreads so much for helping me out, and then I continue on to the bicycle shop because remember, my tire was so wobbly, it felt like the wheel was about to come off.
All right, this is it, you guys. I'm gonna see if this is the end of the trip. Hopefully it's not, because this wheel, it's about to come off. But luckily we made it to a bicycle shop.
This is how I rode on my bicycle the past 50 miles. Whew. When I get to the bicycle shop, I explain to a bike mechanic how my wheel is about to fall off and try to do the best they can, but I explain to them how I barely had any money, so do what you can do. While the bicycle mechanic is looking at my bike, I go across the street to McDonald's and charge my phone while I wait. I get back from charging my phone at the McDonald's, the dude tells me, he's like, I can't do anything. This is going to be like a $200 plus repair, but I did tighten up the axle for you. And I'm like, I can't pay you $200, but I tipped him $10 for helping me out, and then I headed out. And remember, I told you all in day 1 that I had no bicycle repair equipment or even an air pump. I ride my bicycle a couple miles on the Chester Valley Trail, and then my bicycle completely stops working. And I had no idea what to do at this point. But I run into these 2 bicyclists, and they look at my bike, and they're like, this is very bad. And I'm like, my trip is done. I've done everything I can at this point, and I decided to look up some bus tickets to get back home. But I was still grateful that 2 people were willing to stop by and try to help me, so I gave my appreciation to them.
Good. Thank you, though. Thank you for helping me. This nicest guys right here. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Always need nice guys like these in the world.
I tell the cyclist who helped me my whole entire story, and he's like, wow. He's like, you're like Forrest Gump on a bike. And I was like, I guess I am, but it comes to an end. And then this bicyclist looks at me, and he's like, it's not over yet. He's like, I'm going to take you to a bicycle shop. He's like, meet me at the shopping center, and I'll drive you over to the bicycle shop that I know. I walk a half a mile to the shopping center where the bicyclist parked his car, and he puts my bicycle on top of his Audi and takes me to the bicycle shop. This guy's name was Eric Bull, and I'll never forget him for the rest of my life. And thank you for not letting me give up. We say goodbye to each other, and then I take my bicycle inside the bicycle shop. When I get to the bicycle shop, I meet a bicycle mechanic named Dave. He inspects my bike, and he's like, whoa. He's like, you have a broken axle.
So what do I need to do about that?
I tell the bicycle mechanic Dave about my whole entire journey, and I'm like, hey, I think this might be it. And he's like, look, come back in 20 minutes and I'll see what I can do. So 20 minutes goes by, and I come back to the bicycle shop, and Dave's like, hey, I can't do anything to help you fix your bike, but I'm going to swap your bike out for this other used bike that someone donated today. And I look at him, and I'm like, are you serious? And he said, yes. He's like, I feel like you need this bike to complete this journey. I'm going to give you this bike to complete it. Go get to New York. And that's a moment I'll never forget as long as I live too. So 2 people helped me out, and they didn't let me give up. So thank you, Dave and Eric Bull. I'll never forget you 2 for the rest of my life. And for Dave to give me another bicycle to complete my journey meant the world to me. It meant everything to me. So thank you, Dave. Shout out this Trek store in Wayne, Pennsylvania. Dave, you changed my life forever, and I'm extremely and forever grateful for you. So check them out. I remember talking to my cousin Jeff about getting a bus ticket home, and then I called him and I said, hey, I don't need that bus ticket no more. I'm going to complete this journey. The bicycle mechanic Dave made me promise him that I would take the bicycle route instead of using walking or driving directions on Google Maps. And then I continued on with my journey.
Look at that, you guys. Beautiful.
The path you just saw me take was called the Schuylkill River Trail. I get to a place called Norristown, Pennsylvania. My stomach was rumbling, so I order a pizza from Domino's, eat the majority of it, and I take 2 slices to go. After hanging around the Domino's for a while, I leave and I eat my last 2 slices at this park, and I take like a 30-minute nap. After my 30-minute nap, I get up, ride my bicycle a couple miles, and I realize my phone's about to die, and I ran out of water. Luckily, there was a fire station near me, so I go inside the fire station, and I'm like, hello? Is anyone there? These firefighters come out asking how they can assist me. I tell them I please need some drinking water and a place to charge my phone.
And that way when I make a video.
And these firefighters went above and beyond for me.
That's your shirt. There's your shirt. Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
They even gave me a t-shirt to remember them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a video of me, so like. But thank you guys for that work.
These firefighters were extremely nice to me. They gave me drinking water, let me charge my phone, and gave me a mini tour of the fire department. Thank you to the Montgomery County Township Fire Department. I really appreciated your help. I thank the firefighters and I leave the fire station. The firefighters also provided me with some directions, prompting me to take the US 202 Parkway Trail. It's after 12 a.m. I'm getting very tired, so I turn into this Temple Judea for a place to set up my hammock to go to sleep. As I'm looking for a place to set up my hammock, a car pulls in onto this road, and it goes all the way around the parking lot with a big spotlight going left, right. And I look at it, I'm like, whoa, that's a police car. I actually go up to the police car just to let him know I'm here. And he puts down his window, and he's like, what are you doing here? And I tell the police officer, I was like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, I'm trying to find a place to set up my hammock so I can go to sleep. I'm on a bicycle trip from Burke, Virginia to New York City. And then he's like, what? He's like, you're not allowed to be here. It's private property. He's like, I'm going to need to see some identification. And I look and I'm like, why do I need to show you my identification? I was like, I haven't committed any crime. He's like, well, this is private property. And out of all my 5 years of patrolling this temple, I've never seen somebody once. I was like, all right, okay, that makes sense. So I gave him my identification and he made me wait at this little curb for 20 minutes as he ran me and requested for backup. The cop car comes in. And they both start questioning me. They're like, so what are you doing here? And I'm like, I literally just rode my bike from Burke, Virginia, and I'm trying to go to New York City. They're like, what? I was like, I'm serious. And I started showing them the gallery stuff on my phone. They're like, okay. They're like, your ID came back clean, but you can't be here, so you have to go somewhere else. And I'm like, thank you. I was like, do you all want to take a selfie together? And they're like, no. I was like, okay. The police officers were very nice, though. It was an Asian cop and a very tall white lady, and I understand they were just trying to do their job. After the encounter with the police, I walk across the street and I lay down on the ground for 30 minutes. I knew I couldn't sleep on the ground, so I got up and I kept on bicycling, and I see the most beautiful flowers you ever see in your life. It's around 3 a.m. My phone ends up dying again, and luckily I found a place where I can charge my phone behind this restaurant called Pineville Tavern. After plugging in my phone behind the restaurant, I start walking around these trees, and I notice a garden right here where I set up my hammock. But I couldn't see anything, so I had to set it up in the nighttime. And that was the end of that day. Thank you all so much for watching my Day 5 New York video, and get ready for Day 6 where I ride my bicycle from Wrightstown, Pennsylvania to Bound Brook, New Jersey.